Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel MN Vlogs. Today we are discussing about the hygiene to be maintained during running. So let's start our video. The first and foremost thing which has to be considered during run is the clothes that we are using. That should be instant dry clothes. You can purchase instant dry clothes from different online platforms such as Amazon, Flipkart, etc. Likewise, you can go to the stores as well, such as Decathlon. So, if you are choosing Decathlon, the dry clothes are available from rupees 199 from there. If you are looking for some higher brands, then you can go for Saucony, Asics, Nike products. At the initial phase of my runs, I was using cotton clothes. That was the biggest mistake that I have made during that time. Because when we wear cotton clothes and run, it has the tendency to absorb the sweat. So the heaviness of the clothes increases. So if you are running for a longer distance, you have to carry this higher weight as well. So that will be a difficult task for you to take up. Cotton clothes has some other disadvantages as well. Once it absorbs sweat, there is a chance that it will make some rashes in our body by chafing. So this scenario has to be avoided with wearing dry instant clothes. So try to wear instant dry clothes while running because it has the capability to make your dress feel fresh throughout the run. Another point is we have to wash our dress, use dresses on everyday basis. Because sometimes we would be thinking like this dress is not stinking today, so it can be worn tomorrow as well. Then the bacteria work upon it and it stings tomorrow. And if you are going for a run, it will be a difficult task for you to wear this stinking dress as well as it will be a difficult task for your coroners as well. So we have to be fresh all the time. So we have to wash our dresses on daily basis once we have used this dress for workouts. Next thing that we are gonna discuss here is how we have to keep our wet shoes dry during rainy seasons. So many times people are hesitant to run in rain because they feel that they think that their running shoes will get wet and it will start stinking. So next day they won't be able to run. So this scenario can also be avoided. I am a part of a runners club and my club members have been following some methods to keep our wet shoes dry during rainy season. So I am gonna disclose that secret to you. So once your shoes get wet, you just have to remove that from your foot and you have to fill it with newspapers. There is a particular thing about newspaper, right? It has carbon. So once you insert some newspaper, the carbon absorbs the water from the shoes and it has the capability to absorb wrong smell as well. So if your shoes got wet in the morning, then you can fill the shoes with newspaper in the morning. And in the evening, you can check whether the newspaper got wet or not. If it is wet, you can replace the newspaper with some new newspapers. And on the next day, it is damn sure that your shoes is ready for the next run. So don't be afraid to run in rain. We have the solution with us. Running in rain is such an amazing feeling for the runners. If you are talking with any of the passionate runners, they will definitely say you that they enjoy their run at its most during rains. I'm damn sure about that. It is obvious that after some kilometers or miles, the runner gets fed up or they get tiredness. During that time, if some water is sprinkled upon our face, then that will be an amazing feeling. So that kind of beautiful experience would be obtained by the runner during rains. So don't miss any chance to run in rain. Now we can see what kind of inners we have to use during runs. Normally, people are interested in wearing cotton clothes inside. But for run, it does not work out. So in that case, we have to change cotton cloth to instant dry clothes. As we have mentioned earlier, instant dry clothes has to be used inside and outside. Then only we will be getting that freshness and we will be getting rid of that rashes in our body. So it is very important to wear instant dry clothes, inners. It is mandate for the ladies to wear sports bra. It gives them some kind of confidence to run without unwanted movements. It is 10% sure that sports bra would be an asset for a lady runner. So different kinds of brands are there like Champion, Saucony, Nike, Asics, etc. I have been using Champions for the last 3 years. It was giving me a super comfort level and it boosted me my confidence as well. Now I am using Asics, that is also a good one. So you can try and use it. If you start using tights under your shorts, I'm damn sure that your confidence is going to next level because it controls the unwanted movements of your thigh muscles. Another thing we have to take care is while running we are getting sweat, right? So our dress also gets wet. So for a longer period of time we should not have to wear these wet clothes, especially inners. If the inners are wet, don't try to wear it for a longer period of time because if these wet clothes touch your body, right, then there is a chance that fungus infection comes up. So it will be difficult task for the people to tackle this situation. So just avoid this situation. Just change your dress and wear some dry clothes. And it is very important to wash your inners as well on daily basis because no wet dress has to be worn again. All the dresses we are using during our workouts or runs should be dry clothes. In short, we can say that we have to use instant dry clothes during runs, including the inners that we are using. The next point is we should not have to wear the wet clothes for a longer period of time because that has the power to trigger bacterial or fungal infections. And the third thing is whatever be the dresses that we are wearing at the time of our workouts, that has to be washed and next day we have to come up with new dresses. It should be fresh. It is mandate that it should be fresh. If we are using the clothes during rainy seasons, then there is a chance that it gets stinks. So you can use some fabric conditioner as well. So if you have a more pair of dresses, then it would be a better thing because at the time of rainy season, it will be taking some time to get the dress dried. So if you have more number of dresses, that would be the best thing. You have to wash your socks regularly. Otherwise, there is a chance that some fungus infections occurs in between the fingers. The last but not the least point is how we have to maintain hygiene during periods. Many times I was asked if I am running during periods. My answer is at the time of practice sometimes I avoid it. And for the races, it is obvious that I would be participating in that race because I have done all the registration, travel arrangements, everything. Then how can I avoid such situation in the name of periods? So I do participate in run. As I have mentioned in the previous video, my first marathon was with periods. So during that time I was using pads, but unfortunately I was not aware of the Menstrual Cup during that time. So I was using pads. So that sanitary pad made some rashes in my body. So it was so irritating during my runs. So we can go for races at the time of periods as well if our body allows us to do that. If our body is okay, then we can go for races at the time of periods as well. It is always advisable to use Menstrual Cup during periods while running because at the time of runs, the body movements would be more, the body activity would be more. In that case, there is a chance that more bleeding would be there. So we have to use something which can hold maximum capacity So in that case, menstrual cup is the best, because if you are using the sanitary pads and all, then there is a chance that it will get overflow, and the blood stings would be there in your dresses. So in order to avoid that situations, it is always advisable to use menstrual cup during periods while running. The advantages of menstrual cup have been discussed in the previous video. So if you are interested in watching that video, you can see the description. The link is kept in the description. Okay. So whenever we use the menstrual cup while runs, we don't even feel that something is there. So it is that super comfortable for the runners to use. If you take care of all the points that we have discussed in this video in order to maintain the hygiene during our runs, then your run would be safe and you will definitely enjoy it. So if you like the video, please like. If you have any suggestions, you can mention that in the comment box. So stay tuned. Goodbye.